Hey guys, welcome back for another War video. War 7, Season 59. Chaos are taking on Universal Stars. Bands are Sinister, Onslaught, Serpent, Deathless Thanos, and Bastion. The usual bands. Today I'm going on taking Path 2 in Section 1, so I've got that JJ there and Apocalypse, and then I'm going to Path 9 in Section 2. Those two characters there, and then I've got that Thing on that mini there, and then Spider-Woman. So my team is going to be, what was my team again? Crossbones, yes, and Red Skull. And my third was Penny. Yes, that's right. Penny's going to war. I think it's probably the first time I've used Penny for war attack. So, yeah. Anyway, should be interesting. I think I might be having a moment to myself here, just making sure that I've got the right team, thinking back to my assignments so I don't make a mistake. Yes, okay, I think now I'm happy and we can continue. Yeah, a bit of an interesting war, this one. As you'll see as it unfolds. I'm fighting on day 1. Usually I fight on day 2 because of my time zones, but I had a bit of time today, so yeah, we'll just get into it. I'm getting in early. And the first fight here, we got Jessica Jones on this Special Burst Neutralize, Combat Deja Vu Placebo. And whatever. So this, not really much to worry about here. It's just a JJ pretty much. Just got to worry about the normal JJ shenanigans. Yeah, she's trying to get some Furies, but she's so aggressive at the start of the fight there. Just throwing elbows and knees. Can't get a Fury. Yeah. Oh, there we go. I've got a Fury up there, so I'm just going to punch away here. That's the plan. So one special one. I think I can get one or maybe 2 specials off, but the plan is just to punch away here. I'm not too worried about prowess because you know, the specials are pretty easy to avoid, so don't need to worry about that. Yeah, I'll just play it safe, and just punch away. Pause my Furies there. I've got an SP3, but can't really throw it because she's at 10 investigation. So if I throw a special now, she'll go unblockable. She'll just be unstoppable when she throws hers, so I just got to wait that out. Not sure what I was doing there. I could have attacked there, but for some reason I didn't. Anyway, here's what it is. She throws another one. I didn't want her to throw that, but anyway, now I'm in a corner, dodging a bunch of knees to the nuts. Actually impressing myself there. With all those dodges I got. Well, for sure I was going to get hit by one of those. It's just been my season. Anyway, a few more hits and she goes down. GG's to JJ. Now we got this Apocalypse here. This is, what is this? Encroaching Root or something like that. Nothing really to worry about here. Strike, counter, amplify. That's not really a problem. Root's not really a problem. It doesn't go unblockable or anything, so I can just block if I need to. Power Start 1 here, just to get out the fight as quick as possible. Yeah, it's one of the keys as well. You want to do fights as quick as possible as well as safely as possible. So just went for the Power Start 1. I knew that I'd get to my SP2 and I'd be able to time it so I can get the SP2 off to avoid that route. Even though it's probably not that big of a deal, but anyway. I think I get rooted here, which is no big deal. Just block around and wait it out, and then shock's almost take him down anyway, I believe. Pretty much they do. So yeah, that was a quick fight, 36 seconds. Nothing too much to that. Now we move on to this rank 4 Null here on Poison Cold Snap, Power Focus 2. So this is a favourable node for the attacker for Null because typically you like to push into SP2s anyway, so you know, the node kind of helps you do that. So that's the plan, push into SP2. I don't know what I did there. I don't know why I didn't finish my combo and then throw the SP1, because that would have pushed him to 2 bars, but instead I went the complete opposite, what I should have done. Don't know why. I'm obviously not very smart. Anyway, so throws the SP2, not too difficult to evade. So not really worried. I'm just going to back off there just under a bar, so that way I can combo and SP1 push into 2 bars. So that time I got it right at least. So I might not be that stupid after all. Yeah, so nothing to this fight. Just got to push into SP2s, dex them, and then punch away. I'm just going to combo here into an SP2, push into 2 bars again. At this point I probably don't need to bait another special because he hasn't got very much power gain. So, yep, just going to combo and finish him off with a special 1. So that's done. Now we've got Penny versus Nico here on Incinerate Bleed and One Eye Open. I knew this fight was going to be annoying. Did a bunch of duels. But yeah, it's just one of these fights where you don't know how it's going to play out until you've kind of done it once. I'm also not a tactic attacker, so I'm going to take some health loss here from those detonations, which aren't too bad, but you know, over the course of the fight they do add up, so it's not ideal. But anyway, I thought, you know, this fight, even though it's not a great fight, but I should be able to get through it. So anyway, we're back in the Incinerate phase. I got an SP1 off there just to build some charges, but at this point I'm not doing much damage. I've done a bunch of hits. I mean, I don't know, 20 hits and she's still like 92% health, so Penny doesn't hit very hard for their basics, which is a little bit annoying on this, because you kind of want to get out of this fight as quick as possible, but it's just, you know, avoiding the bleed phase takes time, and then I'm not doing much damage with my basics, and it's taking forever to get ramped up and get to my SP2 because of those reasons. And again, I'm at 35 hits and she's like at 87% health, which is like, so at this point I'm like, what the hell's going on? Why am I not doing any damage? Anyway, so we're almost back into Incinerate phase here. She's just not throwing a heavy. I was trying to get her to throw a heavy before, but she wasn't. Anyway, through the SP2 there in Incinerate phase, so that timed out pretty well, but it didn't do a great deal of damage, so it's been unfortunate. Now she's back in the bleed phase, so I've got to sit here and wait that out now. And she's invisible. And I'm taking a bunch of block damage, I'm taking detonation damage, so it's not looking good. I've got to ramp up again. Maybe I should have went straight to SP2 there, but again I had no charges, so I probably would have done nothing at all anyway. Now I've got to wait out this bleed phase again. So at this point it's not looking good. I'm hoping I can just get to my SP2 and that may hopefully kill her. I'm trying to desperately get there now because I'm almost at my SP2, although she was at 2 bars of power, and then there I get yeah, I don't know, just a bad fight, that one, not great. What else could I have done? I'm not sure if there's a better option for this fight. Penny was rank 4, that might have helped, I guess. If there's a better option, let me know in the comment section. But yeah, I think, yeah, just a bad fight, bad AI, wasn't really, you know, an unfamiliar fight. I don't really use Penny that much, and you know, so one of those fights. Anyway, so now it's just got to finish her off. Yeah. In this fight, I'm not too worried about getting the debuffs on me, you know, as much, because I know I've just got to finish her off and she's at low health. But in saying that, I didn't expect to be losing so much health, but I am. So even though she started with low health and I was at full health, I'm actually getting I'm getting pummeled here. I mean, those block hits are actually really hurting me at this point. So I'm not even confident now I'm going to be able to get out of this second fight alive. So anyway, I decided to just throw the SP2 while the bleed phase is up, and it kills her, thankfully. So anyway, 1 death there, not ideal. Yeah, so not having a great season. Anyway, now we've got this thing on Rich Get Richer, Footloose. I've done this fight before. Last time I didn't have an Odin pre-fight, this time I do. And last time I died because he was just throwing one special after the other. I was in the corner, I couldn't hit him, and I just ended up dying. So, but this time I got the Odin pre-fight, so even when he throws a special and he gets the evade buff, the unstoppable buff, and the stun immune buff, I've still got more than he does, so I still gain power, which is very helpful. So this fight goes much smoother. Anyway, he's down about 50% health, hasn't thrown a special yet. Now he throws his special too. Now I just got to wait this out. Not too worried, this time he's not gaining power like crazy, so it's not too bad. I've got a special 3, so I decided to throw it now anyway. Just get out of the corner, kind of reset, get the distance right, and then I can go again. So special 2 there straight away, so that was a bit unexpected, but maybe. I mean, this AI is just pound and block. I don't know what's going on with it. I noticed they do so many, like, look at that, two mediums in a block, 5 hit combos in a block, back up. You know, it just takes forever for them to throw heavy these days. So you just end up taking a ton of damage. I was hoping that would finish him off, but unfortunately it doesn't. I just gotta wait out these buffs. Again, look at that, 5 hit combo in a block. Fucking hell. Unbelievable. Look, there he finally throws a heavy. Anyway, so that wasn't too bad. Alright, so final fight of the war. We've got this Spider Woman here on Power Snack and all these shenanigans when she goes unblockable. So she's going to be unblockable for most of this fight, unfortunately. I knew that going in, but also, have a look at that. Look at this. What's this BS going on here? Look at this, nullified, and she gets power gain. And I've got Red Skull on the team. So, at this point I was shaking my head. I'm like, hang on a second, is my synergy not working here? Because I'm supposed to be immune to nullify, and it's nullified me. So now I'm worried. I'm like, is something not working here? Is there some change that's been made that I don't know about? And now I'm going to have to deal with Power Snack the whole fight. So, yeah, if anyone knows what's happening here, comment down below, because it just really threw me off. And yeah, anyway, so see how this plays out. Anyway, so, yep. She's, yeah, I'm just baiting this heavy here. I don't know what I was doing there. Anyway, so just going in, I've got the SP2. I know when she throws a special, she's going to be unblockable. I'm ready for that. Not much I can do about it. But then she's like evading me, and I've got like 12 Furies, so it's like, hang on a second, why is she doing that? I didn't think. Look at this, like just evade city over here, and I've got so many debuffs. I mean, Fury buffs. So, well, I think the node has 100% increased ability accuracy, defensive ability accuracy. But I thought 12 Furies would be enough to turn that off even, because I think 4 is enough for 100%, right? I would have thought 12 would have stopped it, but it doesn't. So she's just evading like mad, and I made a mistake there with the relic. I shouldn't have used it there. I should have saved it for this point here, where I could have attacked her and then relicked and then pushed into SP2, but she's just evading anyway. I mean, I don't know. She's just, yeah. At this point, I'm probably going to be dying soon, so I'm just trying and hoping for the best here. Fortunately, I'm not unblockable. Now I am, but unfortunately, I can't get it to an SP2. We're both unblockable here. I decide to try and go for it, but she wins the battle. So, another death, unfortunately. So, yeah, not a great season. Not a great fight, that one. Don't know what's happened, but anyway, just one of those annoying things. Could could have went either way, that fight. You know, had I won the battle there on the rush in, I could have comboed it and finished it off, but it just wasn't to be. So it's going to cost me a bunch of health potions, and you know, and all I've got to do is just hit her a few times and she'll die. So it's a little bit annoying, but what can you do? I mean, that's war for you. And now that's it. So anyway, that's the last fight of the war. 2 deaths, unfortunately. A little unlucky, but what can you do? So hopefully I can clean that up for the next war. I believe the war at this point, it's pretty early, but they died a lot early, so hopefully we can get the win on this one. We lost the last one on time, so hopefully we can get this win because we dropped out of Masters, and hopefully we can get back in. So anyway, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one.